The year started with promise. A sense of optimism filled the air as we turned the page on a year that had been marred by uncertainty and turmoil. People were hopeful, looking forward to new beginnings and opportunities. The streets were alive with celebrations and the future seemed bright. But that optimism was short-lived. Dark clouds began to gather, both literally and metaphorically, casting a shadow over the newfound hope. The atmosphere shifted from one of joy to one of apprehension. As the first month of the new year drew to a close, a series of horrifying headlines began to dominate the news cycle. Each headline more alarming than the last, painting a picture of a world in crisis. Jeju Air, Delta Airlines, major airlines that were supposed to symbolize safety and reliability were now at the center of terrifying news stories. Small plane crashes in Texas and Georgia. The incidents were not isolated, they were part of a disturbing pattern that was emerging. The sky, it seemed, was falling. The once clear and hopeful skies were now filled with turbulence and uncertainty. The incidents, each one a tragedy in its own right, sent shockwaves across the globe. News outlets from every corner of the world covered the stories, amplifying the sense of global unease. Fear gripped the hearts of travelers. Airports, once bustling with excitement and anticipation, were now filled with anxiety and dread. How could this be happening? People everywhere were asking questions, seeking answers that seemed elusive. Was air travel no longer safe? The very thought was enough to send shivers down the spine of even the most seasoned travelers. The questions were as numerous as they were unsettling. Conversations in coffee shops, offices and homes were dominated by the same topic: the safety of air travel. The world watched in horror as the body count climbed, a grim reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present potential for disaster in our increasingly interconnected world. Memorials sprang up, and the global community mourned together, united in grief and fear. December 2024. A month that will be remembered for a series of tragic events that shook the world of aviation. Jeju Air Flight 2216, en route from Seoul to Jeju, South Korea, crashed upon landing. The flight, which was supposed to be a routine journey, turned into a nightmare. The horrifying incident claimed the lives of 179 passengers and crew, leaving only 2 survivors. Families were left devastated, and the nation mourned the loss of so many lives. Initial reports pointed to a possible bird strike and the failure to deploy landing gear as contributing factors. The aviation community was left grappling with questions about safety and prevention. The investigation, however, is ongoing. Experts are meticulously examining every piece of evidence to determine the exact cause of the crash. Just weeks later, Delta Airlines Flight 4819, traveling from Atlanta to Toronto, met a similar fate. The aviation world was once again plunged into sorrow. The aircraft skidded off the runway during landing, injuring 80 passengers, 3 critically. The scene was chaotic as emergency services rushed to assist the injured. While the cause of the incident is still under investigation, icy conditions and poor visibility are believed to have played a role. Winter weather had once again proven to be a formidable adversary. These major incidents were compounded by a series of smaller tragedies. The aviation sector was under immense pressure to address these recurring issues. In Texas, a single-engine plane crashed, claiming the lives of all on board. The small community was left in shock and grief. A similar incident in Georgia left a community reeling. The frequency of these accidents was alarming, and in Philadelphia, a Learjet 55 medical transport crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 6 on board, including a child patient and their mother. The tragedy struck a chord with many, highlighting the risks even in medical emergencies. The crash marked the second fatal incident for jet rescue in just 15 months. The aviation industry was left to ponder the lessons from this winter of tragedies, hoping to prevent such disasters in the future. While every aviation incident is a tragedy, the recent spate of crashes has been particularly alarming. In just a few short weeks, the world has witnessed a string of accidents that have claimed the lives of over 180 people and injured countless others. These incidents, occurring in quick succession, have shaken the public's confidence in air travel and raised serious questions about the safety of our skies. The statistics paint a grim picture. 4 major incidents in just a few short months, over 180 lives lost. And while investigations are still ongoing, the early indications suggest that a combination of factors, including mechanical failure, human error, and extreme weather conditions, may have contributed to these tragedies. The recent surge in aviation incidents has had a profound impact on the public psyche. Fear, once a distant murmur, has grown into a deafening roar. Travelers, once eager to explore the world, are now plagued by anxiety, their dreams of adventure clouded by visions of disaster. The fear is palpable, spreading like wildfire through online forums and social media feeds. Travelers are canceling trips, opting for alternative modes of transportation, and sharing stories of their anxieties with a mixture of trepidation and relief. The once familiar hum of an airplane engine, once a symbol of freedom and possibility, now evokes a sense of unease in the hearts of many. Section 5. The experts weigh in. Despite the recent tragedies, aviation experts maintain that flying remains the safest mode of long-distance travel. They point to decades of advancements in aircraft design, safety regulations, and pilot training that have made flying statistically safer than driving. Dr. Hassan Shahidi of the Flight Safety Foundation emphasizes that 2023 was the safest year on record for commercial aviation, with 0 passenger fatalities on jet aircraft. He acknowledges that the recent incidents are concerning but urges the public to remember that aviation safety is a continuous journey of improvement, and the industry remains committed to learning from these events and implementing measures to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Section 6. Technology to the rescue. The quest for safer skies is an ongoing endeavor, and the aviation industry is constantly exploring new technologies and innovations to mitigate risks and prevent accidents. From artificial intelligence to advanced materials, the future of aviation safety lies in harnessing the power of cutting-edge technology. One promising area of development is AI-powered flight monitoring systems. These systems, capable of analyzing vast amounts of data in real time, can detect anomalies, predict potential failures, and alert pilots to potential hazards before they escalate into critical situations. Imagine a world where an aircraft's systems can predict and prevent engine failure, or where a pilot is alerted to a potential bird strike before it even happens. This is the promise of AI-driven flight safety. Section 7. Building a safer tomorrow. The development and implementation of these groundbreaking technologies is a collaborative effort, involving industry giants like Airbus and Boeing, as well as innovative startups pushing the boundaries of what's possible. These collaborations are essential, as they bring together a wealth of experience, resources, and fresh perspectives, driving innovation at an unprecedented pace. Airbus, for example, is investing heavily in autonomous flight technologies, with the goal of developing aircraft capable of flying and landing without human intervention. This ambitious project aims to enhance safety by reducing the potential for human error, which is a significant factor in many aviation incidents. Boeing, meanwhile, is focusing on developing self-healing materials that can repair damage in mid-flight, enhancing aircraft durability, and reducing the risk of catastrophic failures. These materials are designed to detect and respond to damage autonomously, ensuring that minor issues do not escalate into major problems. Startups are also playing a crucial role in shaping the future of aviation safety. These agile and innovative companies are often able to explore and develop new technologies more quickly than larger corporations, bringing fresh ideas and solutions to the table. Companies like X-Wing are developing autonomous air cargo systems that aim to revolutionize logistics and reduce the number of pilots in the air, thereby minimizing the risk of human error. These systems promise to make air cargo operations more efficient and reliable, with the potential to transform the entire logistics industry. Other startups are focusing on developing electric aircraft and advanced navigation systems that promise to make flying more sustainable and efficient. These innovations are not only aimed at reducing the environmental impact of aviation but also at improving the overall safety and reliability of air travel. Section 8. Hope on the horizon. Despite the recent setbacks, the future of aviation is not without hope. The industry is committed to learning from the past, embracing new technologies, and working collaboratively to create a safer and more sustainable future for air travel. The innovations outlined above are just a glimpse into the future of aviation safety. As these technologies continue to develop and mature, we can expect to see a significant reduction in aviation incidents and a corresponding increase in public confidence in air travel. The journey towards safer skies is a continuous one, but with each passing day, we move closer to a future where tragedies like those we witnessed recently become a distant memory. Section 9. A new era of aviation. The recent string of plane crashes, while tragic, should not overshadow the remarkable progress that has been made in aviation safety over the past century. Flying remains the safest mode of long-distance travel, and the industry's unwavering commitment to innovation and safety will only further solidify this position. While the fear and uncertainty generated by recent events are understandable, it is important to remember that these incidents are not indicative of a systemic failure but rather isolated events that are being thoroughly investigated to prevent their recurrence. As technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, we can look forward to a new era of aviation, one characterized by even greater safety, efficiency, and accessibility, connecting people and cultures across the globe with greater ease and confidence.